He's
and
basically reading
rescue
this.
the hostages.
I'm at 17,
RTB.
so that should
Have been
give me 0.
informed there are 20
Don't
hostiles
missing bad
total.
luck.
We must rescue at least 17 of them. The mission to be considered a success. An objective: get to the AO, rescue 20 hostages, lead them to the local military base marked on map. Client military base is marked on map. That's where we're going to be sending. We're going to have to get the hostages to.
No, you can either bring them back to base or the local base.
That's B.
Recon.
They're already fucking up.
Each squad get time to organize their vehicles.
Anyway, they still have the drone coming up. I'm gonna teleport away.
Sure everyone in your squad has the correct gear. So that'll probably take about 5 minutes. So
Put myself right here.
sort out your vehicles.
I'll go grab
Get
my
your vehicle drivers,
UGs.
everything
I
ready.
don't think we need them.
How do I still hear them? Stop it. Alright. What's up, guys? Liru the Lance Corporal here, making final preparations for the first op on one of our new mission files we will be working with, which is a focus on 3CB, basically British stuff. We've had a pretty big turnout today. They're gearing stuff up. I'm willing to bet they're filling this Vic with a shit ton of mortar rounds. It's going to quickly kick me out of T4 for a sec as it loads, but if I see a Vic filled with those damn 60mm shells, I'm going to be a bit annoyed. However, they're not going to be able to use the mortar that much, because otherwise they're going to risk 50. 50. Jesus. 50 for this. Like, good God. $50 mortar shells. I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of confused. Like, do you really need 50? Christ's sake, yeah. Yeah, I do owe some goats too. We'll put some down in these little fields, but that just baffles me that they think they need that many mortar shells to do this. Ay, ay, ay. Otherwise, again, they wanted an easy op, so this is, in my definition, an easy op. You just have patrolling infantry, a few garrisons, some very simplistic checkpoints. SPG-9, 50 cal, SPG-9, that's a static, and then 50 cal. And then in terms of, larger targets, you have one BTR, one Shilka for AA support, 2 mortars, and then not even a BMD, a B, whatever the frick this thing is. I mean, I always forget the name. Oh, it is a BMD. I meant to say a BMP then. But yeah, one BMD Mark II, so it has the autocannon, and then we've got another one right here, and just infantry. This is as easy as it can get. Not even any IEDs or mortar mines or anything, so... Yeah, if it wasn't for the hostages, if I made this just a general assault the objective, they would just outright mortar the shit out of it, which is why I have to have bargaining chips here so they don't outright waste it, which is actually pretty realistic. So they need to capture and rescue at least 17 of these hostages. For reference, there are 4 different points of 5 each. One is here, one is here, one is over here, and then we've got 5 spread out around the 2 mortars. That way they can't just mortar the mortar positions or else they lose. So it's going to be really important that they get reconnaissance out there and plan their method of attack. Which the drone is pretty high, I'll give it that. It's probably going to start getting eyes on the objective itself. And we also have this allied base right here, which if you read, serves as they can airlift the hostages here to these allied forces, which is just a local faction of Brazil that has asked for assistance here. Rucker, yeah, you can still quickly join. They're just finishing up the briefing. I am not former military now. I've done some work for, well, when I was younger, for friends that were in military, but otherwise, no. Yeah, you don't need sleep. You have a Liru stream. Yeah, people like to use a slaying keyboard warrior sometime, and honestly, I don't really care. I just like playing this as a game. It's quite fun to set up a Zeus op. It's just my cup of tea. Even though the texture glitches are kind of fucking weird at times, but... Oh, I cannot wait for the Laws of War DLC, because the Syndicate campaign is going to fully utilize that stuff. And in my opinion, it's going to be pretty funny. Some of these guys did not download the proper mod set. 30 minutes ago when I opened the server, at least half of them started getting kicked off because they haven't downloaded 3CB yet, even though it's been announced for at least 2 weeks now. Yes, I am ready for everyone to have a gun jam after 3 rounds, but hey, they wanted 3CB, so I gave them 3CB, so if they're going to complain about 3CB to me afterwards, just gonna give a little smile and say, well, sucks to suck. But this, in my honest opinion, is not a hard AO. There are so many different routes that they can assault from. There's so many different areas that they could have staging points from. Though, I will be honest, in terms of having a recon spot where they would have an Overwatch team, I think the only good place to do it would be at the edge of the tree line right here. But even then, they could easily adjust within these trees, but get a very good view of this AO. However, the mortars get direct line of sight on that. Furthermore, I gotta make sure that these chuckleheads are kind of distanced out of it better so they don't outright mortar themselves, but put them towards the edges so no one gets killed by a direct blast with the damn mortar and outright ruins the op. But in terms of methods to assault from, I just do it from the south. Get up to this wall, push in. There's even a little bit of a riverbed right here that they could use to get perfect defilade coming in. And then just make your assault from right here, take out this car, take out the roaming patrol if it happens to be here, get up on this wall, pop smokes, pop flashbangs, vault in, preferably right here. Then you have another line of cover, you got your first group of 5 hostages to rescue, and then the rest is just clearing itself out. But that avoids the checkpoints. That puts you in a good fortified position to deal with the BTR and the BMD and the Shilka, when I make it go active, because we all know that's going to happen, because it just turned into a monstrous IFV. But it's not hard. I'm not going to be eating snacks this time. That was just to calm me down yesterday, so yeah. Now he's just maneuvering the drone over the allied base, still trying to get information. So, we'll see how this all plays out. But it's just up to them. So, let's see if they've taken... They still haven't taken any additional vehicles. The only vehicle they wanted to load up with stuff. Spotting scopes, mortars... more HEDP for a Moz. I mean, fuck's sake. I mean, hell, like, this is what I've given them. They wanted an easy op. They've got freaking... They've got 30 millimeter. This is just gonna be a slaughter. But the biggest concern that they're gonna have to deal with is making sure they don't kill any hostages. Because GMGs, although they're great, they also have a pretty deadly AoE effect. You just gotta make sure that none of the shrapnel manages to penetrate buildings and possibly kill any hostages. That's why I'd actually probably not use them in this type of scenario unless I had infantry out in the open that I needed to clear out. But that's just me.
Warm welcome, shall we?
Yeah, GMGs, exactly. They're hostage killers. I hope I'm not on the top 10 anime male characters to watch. That would be weird. That would be very, very weird. But anyway, thank you for all the new follows. This is Tier 1. We're just, focusing on weeding people out, having a good time. The second mission will be a much tougher op, in my opinion. It'll focus on something down towards the south. I'm thinking we'll probably do the ports right here because there's a lot of openness, but we'll give them some stronger vehicles. thinking something right here is like a makeshift base they have to hit. But again, there's going to be a barter chip element, so they can't just outright mortar it. There's going to be some vehicles they need to secure for the local faction as well. So, we're 10 minutes in, and they are still organizing. We still have people joining in as well, and Andrew's apparently losing connection too. Lovely. Yeah, I literally think they're just going to ground convoy this, get right up to the AO, and then deal with it. I might put a random team of 8 just for them to deal with on the side, but otherwise they've marked literally everything around. I mean, they wanted an easy op, so I haven't done anything to the outline area. I've just made it, pretty fucking simplistic. But that's what the purpose of the drone is. It's basically to check all these positions, see that there's nothing, and then go from there. I hope they don't overthink this. Because if they do, that's going to be a pretty big frickin' issue. Oh yeah, let's hope they know how to drive a convoy and they don't blow up due to spacing. That was a pretty funny squad wipe yesterday, I'll give them that. It's a tier 1 op, so the hostages are as good as dead. We gotta give them the benefit of the doubt, guys. Let's see if they're up to snuff, and, if they do, they have a good time. That's all we really gotta focus on. Thank you for the follow. So, Flying Finn's gonna be the mortar man. So he's gonna be a priority target for me if I see him in the AO. Trying to think. The route they're going to take. Come out here, cut around. They could go left or right. I'm going to put down 2 fire team contingencies to set up an ammo. Actually, no, we'll make them 2 squad-sized elements. And then I'll put another one. Right here should be good. And we'll just set them up like that, and we'll see how it goes. We're still just practically waiting on them. I can't really spawn anything in because Andrewza has the drone up. One of my contingencies I have set up, though, is Op4 and Independent are hostile towards each other. So if the player base decides to stall somewhere for whatever reason while they're assaulting the AO, I might bring in some independent factions to come in and possibly liberate some of these hostages. And I put that term lightly because then we'll just have another hostage situation to deal with later. Now they're all getting out of the VIX. These people fascinate me sometimes. They just... they can't do this. Is there going to be more Anti-Stasi? Yes. It's just a pain in the ass to edit. And is the enemy going to have air assets? I'm going to say no, because again, they want an easy op. Though I think the biggest enemy they're fighting right now is themselves to get to the damn AO. Leader of enemy faction, Miller. You know, Miller's British, so technically he'd be leading this faction. I should totally change my Zeus slot next time to just have Miller from the CTRG instead. But looks like they're just organizing people into which VIX they're going to take. But yeah, 3 GMGs, that's going to work real frickin' well. Honestly, there's another vehicle I had my eyes on that they should have bring this puppy for AT, because there are some enemy armored assets that, you know, could potentially meet their fate from this puppy, but again, up to them. Also, I don't think anyone kitted out as a pilot, so I don't think they're going to do any air insertion or reinsertion, but just to be clear, I have put down some civilian trucks for them to use. So we'll see how that goes. Don't remind me about yesterday. Yesterday was the past. It happened. I literally had an aneurysm by the end of the op because I plotted out how these guys needed to go, They didn't go the route, and they got themselves killed again and again. I was just kind of like, well, fine. If you want to frickin' just charge in and be retarded, perfectly okay. Just trying to think, how could the player base actually butcher this? If they get caught in the open, like if they assault from the road, which they'll probably have to do with those Vics, they get caught up here, the SPG might be able to butcher, or heck, even the Dishka 50 cal. I mean, this is not a tough choke point, but you never know with the tier 1s. They could kick this ops ass, or they could do something really stupid. Someone just loaded in a cup item. I don't know who did that, but we're not running cup on the server, so they shouldn't have been able to do that. So, joy oh joy. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? What the fuck are they still loading up in here? Spare mags, earplugs. Why? Fuck it. Alright. Let's see, I've been using this neutral faction. We're gonna set up as if we're gonna do this hostage rescue since the UK forces are taking their sweet ass time. So, let's see what we got here. For the Kurd guys, I've got no helicopters. Fuck, alright, we're gonna have to plan in to send a convoy. Probably from... Probably use this direction. Got an M2. Use some Hemets. This should work.
All set up.
Hemet transport. And let's go with, yeah, that should be good. If they don't get a move on within the next frickin' 13 minutes, then I'm just gonna send my group in, because this is taking way too fucking long. But I'm on their high command yet. On high command at 50, and we'll just see how this goes. Another thing I want to try to weed out for them is if I mark an AO, I want them to get, a few clicks from it, maybe drive to like right here, and then put the drone out from there, and then get all their recon data.
Alpha, Bravo, you guys ready?
Alpha's ready to rock roll.
Are they finally getting a move on?
Understood. If you look on the map, I've reconned the area and I've found out that well, the area is technically, there's no real garrisons around it. Most of the enemies are in the town. You have at least one visible BTR and 2 visible technicals. They also have an occupying force in the farm area to the north of the compound. It's a construction site, so there's lots of buildings, lots of construction cranes, and lots of random debris lying around. This approach will be pushing from the south, heading north. It's just the most cover from the forests, and it also means that we do not approach directly into the line of sight of the TR, allowing us to get as close as possible to neutralize it. I'm going to have Squad Alpha and Bravo approach together and hit the place together.
Shit.
But once you get in, I want Alpha to focus searching the west side, and Bravo focus on searching the south side, the east side. Once you found the prisoners, you have to extract them. Confirm you guys have at least a few spaces in your vehicles. Do we need to bring another Land Rover for the command team?
I say bring a second Land Rover.
Yeah, understood. We'll bring a second Land Rover then. Command team's going to sit up in the mountains to the southwest of the AO.
That's
we can
better.
be within ideal effective range of the mortar. Unfortunately, for the most part, the mortar will only be able to provide smoke for the compound till you've cleared it. We can't exactly mortar the place till we got the civilians out.
But they're only bringing like 15 smoke shells. A fucking gas station. That's cute.
Command, could you draw those squad orders on the map so that my guys have?
Yeah, go ahead, Tootie. Alter the title.
The orders for the most part is that you're following the single blue line to the town. Once you actually reach the compound, I'm going to be trusting the squad leaders to have enough technical skills in order to sweep the area.
Yeah, she's
I'm
loud.
not going to give
It's a mechanical.
every squad micromanaged orders. That's why they're squad leaders. All I'm going to say is that our approach is going to be from the south. We're going to be heading north, or roughly northeast, into the compound.
What about the westernmost thing on point 183?
The castle-type ruin structure, no thermal contact from it.
Solid copy, squad.
So far, the only thermal contacts I've received have been from the actual construction site and the farm to the north. So far, nothing else has shown any contacts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him any help because Andrewsa messaged me previously saying, "Hey, I want to command this. I don't want any assistance." So I'm like, "All right, that's fine."
For a brief moment.
To answer questions, I do watch some documentaries about different wars to, give me ideas. I don't really do that much of that anymore because I've got a suggestion email and that's where I get most of my ideas. Otherwise, I just think of them literally on the spot. I also have access to a lot of documentation on different operations that I like to sometimes borrow from if I am desperate enough.
Ground command, do we have any idea where they're going to be hiding?
One guy with the red
hostages?
cap,
Do you
the
think
other
it's
one.
spread out or just somewhere?
Oh, there's 2 squads. There should have been a second guy that spawned with the stuff, but I guess he's going to be the commander for this operation. Again, if they don't move out in another 8 frickin' minutes, I'm just going to send the Kurdish guys to go do the operation. Because they've been on the server for an hour. I gave them the brief 40 minutes ago. Like, it's another thing I want to set up here. Like, the op doesn't really... For these realistic ones, it doesn't really revolve around them.
Squad mount up.
Just dropping a bunch of random crap on the ground. Otherwise, we'll see how this goes.
Alpha's ready to rock and roll.
Here's the thing, though. I kind of like this keyboard, though. It's got a good feel to it.
Understood. I've given you some guys, late joiners. They're going to join you now.
Yeah, this right. Miller could probably organize a team and get this done. Here, I'm gonna send a frickin' stealth team into the AO. Hold fire, aware, full. This is UK High Command and Ground Command. Do you copy?
Go ahead, High Command. This is Ground Command.
Roger. Local forces are a bit unhappy with your progress. They're forming up their own team to do the AO. Are you still capable of doing this?
Heading out right now.
Solid. I will radio them. Tell them that.
All teams are clear to move out. To the blue line. Halt at the dismount point and wait there before we push out.
They're gonna go all the way around. Command and Morda. Morda. Okay, their Morda is gonna be there, and that's what they're going to use. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, local forces, aka me, and... Okay, that was a disconnect. I was about to say, like, if you just ran somebody over... I'm not gonna be amused. So there's a lot of potential ambush here, which I will happily set up. So let's grab this team. Put them right here. I mean, this is thick frickin' jungle. Put them in a line formation. And then hold fire for the moment. Let's see, this one, adjust, set them to crouch, hold fire. Hopefully we can get the jump on them, but otherwise they might be able to spot them, which is perfectly fine as well. And we'll see how they divert stuff. Also trying to get eyes on that drone's position, which is over there now. I could get away with spawning something right there. Probably not. Maybe. If I focus things a bit, or I can just spawn it outside of the AO, like back here, and then have it come in. So let's do that. Individual Vic. Let's do a Dishka. Let's have it come in, because again, I'm trying to make like an ambient active environment, but otherwise we got the recon guys going. Once they get up there, I'll put them to prone, and we'll try to overwatch that location. But otherwise, they're using map markers to help tell them where they need to go. That is a really big convoy for this op. Jesus. Didn't realize they're going to go full frickin' mechanized, but... or mortarized, in this case, excuse me. But... we'll see how it goes. Do they have a mod where you had working sharks? I mean, I can make a showcase for a mod like that and put it in operation to do a dive op with Jaws, but the trick with ops like those is finding the right people that want to do it. Because if you don't have anyone that would want to play something like that, then what's the point? Yeah, the spacing's pretty good. I will give them that. A little butt hungry over here, but the rest of it is pretty good. Then you have these two Vics kind of hugging each other in the back. But that's fine. So they're double timing it right now, and we'll get to our first ambush point in just a moment. The player base is actually doing something right. I like to go with innocent until proven guilty. The player base is always doing something right until they drastically fuck it up. Probably gonna have to teleport Cooper in because he DC'd. No one's really pointing the guns to the left, but otherwise they're focusing on the higher ground or in the front. But I could always nitpick them all I want and find an issue, but it depends how strict you want to be. So hopefully they know to take the left and then another left. Left, swing around, and then go from there. So we'll see how it all goes. Not enough tea. And no scones. Hold on one second. Why is the dial so far down here? This might make it a bit louder, but hold on. I don't know why this is turned down all the way. Try that. Now it should be a bit louder. I don't know why, but OBS sometimes randomly brings the dials back and forth. But now the audio should be better. No bagpipes either. Hey, if 3CB wants to include stuff like that, I am all for it. But then again, I know the player base would be, well, a bit abusive with it, and it would take away from the seriousness that I kind of wish we had all the time in these ops, but you know, shit happens. So now we just wait. Because how do they know that the comms haven't been intercepted from this location? So we know that there's people coming, so we set out a few groups to possibly do ambushes. So there's the right turn. Now they're coming in. You guys aggroed yet? There they go.
Замечен противник. Автомобиль. Запад. 200 метры. Прием. Замечен противник. Автомобиль. Запад. 200 метры. Прием. Все. Открывай. 200 метров.
Contact on the left.
Прием.
Squad reporting. Alpha, Bravo reporting.
Bravo, okay.
Understood. Where's the contact coming from?
Left side. Up the hill.
Understood. Squad Alpha deals the contact. Squad Bravo, pin them down. Let Squad Alpha flank them and neutralize them inside.
Right in front of them. I don't know why they're stopping for this one group. Let's see what the effect is. They're just stopping for this random 8-man patrol. I mean, okay, but they don't need to necessarily do that. They could have just driven past this one, yep.
Hi, Command. This is Ground Command. Message over.
I'm busy killing your friends.
Hi, Command. This is Ground Command. Message over.
Yeah, shut up. This is High Command, send traffic.
So the Allied forces are informed about the coming because we're taking fire and we are due southwest from the Allied base.
Solid copy. The Allied forces do know that you're coming, but they're just huddled up in their base right now and at a staging point to the east. This is a very unstable region, so not much I can do about it.
We're just making sure it's not blue and blue.
Trying to see if I've got anything good left here. At this point, I try to make these guys pull back,
Interrupt,
but
Ground Command. Are we engaging enemies or friendlies?
These are confirmed hostile.
not much I can do with the stupid AI. I could probably try to set them to careless here.
Report when the firing stops. We'll come there and face those guys you captured.
Ясно, приступай. Ясно, приступай. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
But I can try to send them away like that.
Advise, you don't keep your fire at the top of the hill. Right on top of the hill to your northeast is friendly. So keep your fire on the hill, but don't hit the top of the hill.
See, and then they auto go to combat.
Please engage them. Please engage them.
And then that's what happens. Let me see if I can get that car to come back around here. See if I can get the flank. They just radioed in saying there's a massive British checkpoint. These guys are going to try to come in to provide assistance, but after that it's futile. And then they should be able to continue on their position. But yeah, if the AI was smarter, once they took contact right there and they actually got out of the VIX after all RPGs were fired, I would have wanted them to push around, but you can't really do that with these AI.
Alpha Bravo, are you still taking fire? What's the condition
Engagement
there?
appears to have ended.
Bravo's not taking fire.
You guys captured prisoners.
So we're going to start setting things up. They're going to go for
Negative on
a
Alpha.
prisoner. Okay.
Say again.
I don't
Is
want them
everyone
to
dead
waste
there?
their time with
Any wounded?
prisoners, so
I think so. Alpha would have a better eye on.
I'm not going to let them do it.
Understood. If you don't have any casualties, Alpha Bravo mount up, continue along the patrol route.
We'll just send things around at this rate. And then with this group, I'm going to just set prone here,
It's back where it was parked.
crouched. These two guys are here. I mean, if Cooper asks in global for ATP I will provide, but otherwise, not much I can do. See, if they were looking, I can see the glimmering of that car coming up from here. But everyone's focusing their damn guns. There's not really any 360. I'm waiting to see if someone will notice that car coming up. Because otherwise, in a sense, it's going to get the jump on them. I'm going to have them hold fire for now. Wait till they get really close. Just basically use it to kind of kick
Bravo,
their ass.
we got a technical moving in on us from the
Someone noticed.
Understood. Neutralize their technical, please. May I know why Alpha and Bravo haven't moved their vehicles out?
Alpha has dispatched the technical instead.
Why are there two vehicles sitting on the road here? Why didn't you guys push forward?
Moving.
Here, let's start popping some mortars over there. We got a contact report. We're going to follow up on it. Put it close to him. See if that'll get them moving. Otherwise, we'll be good to go. So I'm assuming he's gotten the shots off by now. Splash should be... I just heard it. Alright, so a little late, but that's fine. Shrapnel might get somebody, otherwise they need to start considering moving, because otherwise they're going to end up as chow. So I'm just waiting for the splash. There she is. You can hear that shrapnel impacting down here. These guys need to go. They have a busted wheel. How did you guys lose a wheel? That's not gonna go anywhere. You have a busted wheel. What? 3CV, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently you can just drive. I give up. Okay, you were in an ambush position, and now you're not. So can you please fix yourself to be back in said ambush position, please? Thank you. I don't know anymore. It just happens. This is High Command and Ground Command. You copy?
Hey, that command.
Roger. It appears that Allied local forces have set up a small sentry team to the north of the AO to get information in real time. They will be monitoring your progress, and if things go foobar, they will be sending their own forces in from the east. Do you copy?
Understood. Friendly reinforcements will arrive from the east.
Yeah, if you fuck it up. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Here, I'm gonna have another car come out, but not bug them.
Жду распоряжений.
Careless, hold fire.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Выдвигаюсь на позицию. Ясно, приступаем. Ясно, приступаем. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Kind of as a scout. So hopefully he'll beat these guys to the turn. But it's going to be close regardless.
Having some trouble with one of the drivers.
They're set to hold fire. You idiots cannot do this to save your fucking life. Jesus. Stop. So the honk lets them know that they're coming. I'm gonna get out of the remote control. See if the player base figures out that signal. Otherwise, we're going to let them get right there. I can see him. Oh, shit. Yeah, alright, the second car saw it. First car was just facing front.
Location marked on map as Captain Come.
Ow. Well, it looks like they figured it out. Scout's saying the British are coming, yep.
Command, be advised to Alpha, we're being engaged currently and we have
Understood. Confirm both Alpha and Bravo taking fire at this time.
Confirmed. Eastern side of the road.
Rutger, turn it around. We're setting up to our... Okay, turn it around. We're setting up to our northeast.
Do I even have any smokes on this guy? Nope, just grenades. Lovely. Still bleeding too. Because the GMG hit my left leg.
Command, do you want us to move into the forest after these guys?
Say again.
Let me see if I can get this guy to stay there. Hopefully he won't frickin' move. But then again, hey, shit. Bro,
Так точно.
run. Just run. Too late. For the love of God. I'm trying to save him so I can remote control him later.
Жду. Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
That's alright. Just send this team up as QRF. And let these guys know they're officially in the Badlands.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Set these guys up, put them in a line, have them ready to sweep around.
Ground command, this is back base. I'll copy.
Red.
I got, this is Gabian and Cooper here. Are we clear to take a jet out to your location? Or wait for reinforcements?
Trying to send
Would
things in.
recommend that you do not reinsert alone. Unless you can you guys can fly. Otherwise, you have to ask the for TP.
Copy ground.
Otherwise, now they're just blindly suppressing in here. I'm going to try to bottleneck them.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Alpha, have
These guys have a brain to do it.
We're currently on it.
What time is it? In 17 minutes, within the first hour of the op, that's when I started planning to send in the Green 4 forces. So if these guys keep getting stalled, I will keep sending stuff at them. The thing is, though, lore-wise, this is going to create an opening for the Green 4 faction to try to come in to steal these guys that are at the actual AO, while this group kind of just lollygags around. So they're still facing the guns in a full 360 here. It's just the trick is seeing if they'll be able to keep it up and finish up engaging from one form or the other. Meanwhile, this group's now clearing out that location. We're having more units being sent in left, right, and center. Alright. Thinking, let's put another Dishka, send it in the AO as well. Well, I'll try to kidnap people,
Alpha Bravo.
but that's going to be a bit
Not
difficult to
fixate
do.
on compounds which are not AO. You not need to clear every single compound.
We are not currently clearing the compound. We're actually taking cover. We're heavily engaged.
Understood.
Alpha Bravo's gonna reorient to the southwest. Your enemy's coming in.
Still got that rocket off. Unsure if it's going to hit, though.
Who's coming for you?
Yeah, it looks like they bailed them in the back. Shit, now I'm taking fire. Trying to get into cover. Oh.
I have a fire mission for more.
Now they're starting to call in fire missions. But this is all for the sake of stalling.
Так точно. Ясно, приступаем.
Confirm grid reference 068152.
Ooh!
Hey, girl.
There's some collateral. Shakespeare's down on the roof up here. He's gonna need medical attention. Those guys just woke up. Alright, let's send something armored at them. Just trying to think what to throw in here at this point. Let's have a BTR roll up.
Command message over.
This is High Command, send traffic.
We have a glitched out Land Rover. Do you just either repair it or copy paste a new one for us, please? This one can't seem to fix the rear wheel.
Так точно.
Can you also give us 2 spare wheels? Because we've just lost 2 spare wheels trying to fix it.
Engineering. Utility.
Man, what status on that fire mission?
I'm retarded. Where's the stam option? Repair, that's where. This is High Command. I've replaced the Vic and put 2 spare wheels in its inventory. I will delete the other Vic in exactly 3 minutes.
Так точно.
Thank you.
Let's get the RPGs out.
Fire mission is out. Stand by for impact. Please give a fire force. Please tell me how effective it is. No problem. We'll be on target.
Boop! Here comes the friendly BTR. I don't know why these infantry aren't pushing in. Just kind of using this as mortars. Speaking of which, if they're still here after 12 minutes, I will start mortaring that position.
Haven't responded yet.
But yeah, they're just pretty much getting themselves pinned down here at this rate. I'm just going to keep throwing in infantry. This will be the last squad I put in.
Жду. Ясно,
And
приступаем.
then we'll say that all the local forces from this area have been more or less depleted.
Alpha, Bravo, please report in.
Just trying to get
Yes, Alpha.
Alpha and Bravo to radio in.
Bravo.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we?
Were the mortars effective?
Second.
Was the mortar on target?
Unknown at this
Holy shit. Oh, that was nuts. Woo! And we've got more forces coming from this direction, catching these guys out. Now there's going to be some wild suppression.
Ground command, this is base.
I'm going to start setting up the
Okay,
Op
base.
4 faction.
I now have 3 guys here, including 1 medic. Permission to take a Vic out to your location.
Unlocked on.
We're going to start setting up some
take a big
teams.
out to our location now.
Copy, thank you, ground.
Hey. J'attends. En attendant. J'attends les ordres.
Alright, 2 trucks. We'll have a Land Rover M2
Negative, do not leave out. We'll send a vehicle that can fetch you.
and an off-road.
Copy, ground, runway.
So far, so good, right? Now they're just suppressing that position. Basically killing anything that comes in their way. I still have 2 AT guys. Let's see if I can do anything here.
Седьмой. Цель, солдат, действуй.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Yeah, I can certainly move up closer to their position, getting that little house right there. But the whole purpose is, since they want to huddle up in a structure instead of pushing through contact, we'll make it work. Iron sights versus that. I'm not surprised. So they're basically pushing that structure. I kind of noticed when they did that tactical pain.
Bring it to the AO.
But at this rate, I think these 3 guys are actually
Copy,
going to start pulling
just to
back.
clarify, you're bringing a Land Rover back here to pick us up, correct?
That is correct.
Now we're going to
Good,
start
copy,
getting the
runway.
mortars underway. So, AI, suppressive fire.
Alpha Bravo, that DGR still holding you up?
BGR's down.
Let's get 1 round of suppressing fire going
Right,
out. Let me
mortars
see if I
on
can
standby
find an allied faction
Okay.
with some aircraft. That should be good.
Amodei Dastura.
This will kind of assist with these guys to come in. And we'll kind of have like a 3-way battle here between allied forces and 2 enemy forces. So that should be interesting. And then we'll see how these guys come in after all of that. This is High Command and Ground Command. You copy?
Go ahead, High Command.
Roger, I cannot stall the local faction anymore. They're going to start putting their assault in within the next few minutes. Make sure you PID your targets.
Understood. Can you advise the friendly, what camo will the friendlies be wearing?
Roger, they will be wearing more of a desert camo.
Understood. Alpha Bravo, do you copy on that?
Affirm.
I need to get 2 affirms for this.
Otherwise, they have all their vehicles left. I'm assuming this one took a little bit of damage from that RPG, but otherwise they should still be good to
Okay,
go.
Alpha?
We'll see how it goes.
Do you copy the last from High Command?
Affirm. Desert uniforms.
Oh,
Ooh,
copy.
guys.
Good, just
I'm
confirm.
gonna get this bird in the air. let's give him a warning. Then send her over here. So 12:55, good time to send in these two groups. We'll have them attack this checkpoint over here. Meanwhile, this guy has made it back. He's going to be helping to facilitate everything. And now this is just going to be me reacting based off of what the hell happens. So are these Vics underway now? Perfect. So I got 2 infantry squads to work with and an M2. So the M2 is going to charge in, most likely get blown up by the SPG-9, which will be unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. These guys need to do something or else they're going to be screwed. And there I go. At least the player base's individual skill is pretty good. It's just, you know, why are they, you know, getting out of their vehicles and clearing out random shit when they have an objective that's a bit time sensitive? So government sending in their response as these guys are trying to ransom these guys off. They're going to get hit. The other faction is going to come in, and regardless, within the next 30 minutes to an hour, I will make evacuation a priority for everybody, and everyone will get pulled out. So long as the AI is being intelligent, more or less. So I'm going to put this chopper right here, see if she gets shot down. Damn, that M2. Start sending in our units. That 50 cal has actually managed to kill the driver of this thing. And the gunner. God damn, that's nice. So yeah, AI are just going at this point. These guys are still chilling here because now there's not going to be really any main focus. Now let's send in the other faction. Yeah, by the time it's at the top of the hour, they shouldn't make it. But regardless.
High Command, this is Ground Command, message over.
This is High Command, send traffic.
We know if our friendly locals are operating anything airborne, like helicopters.
Roger, I believe they did mention they are operating 1 times UHY-1, simple helicopter.
Understood.
Vietnam helicopter. It's a Huey, that's what I was looking for. Why is this guy's just in a fight for his frickin' life and his backup is trying to push in? But they're trying their best. Gonna have the BMD come in as well. No, not you. I need this interface. Perfect. Give them their fuel back. And now she'll come in and hopefully crush that resistance. Otherwise, we have these forces coming in. The Land Rover's supposed to suppress the checkpoint, and the rest, well, we'll just have fall in here. Plot twist, the US, not the US, the local faction is just going to kidnap the hostages. Oh, man. That would make for a good scenario.
Alpha Bravo, what's the delay on your movement?
Current assembling forces.
We had some cosmetic and we're moving now.
Gonna move them a bit closer. But yeah, to all the guys that have wanted me to, like, focus on more AI action, I mean, here you go. Chopper's gonna make a fatal mistake and overextend itself a bit to try to get eyes on. We'll see if the Shilka reacts. Land Rover managed to flip itself. There she goes. Scout forces are going to start crawling in. But this is a massive Charlie Foxtrot here. BMD still right there. Otherwise, all of these forces are going to start trying to come in right there. Hey, at least the player base now has, like, nothing to deal with to get up to the AO itself, but the AO is just an absolute bloodbath. Alright, let's just make this fucking entertaining here. Reinforcements.
What's the hold up, Jolt?
We're in front of you, aren't we?
Create an LZ over here. Here, actually even better. That new rally point we'll have set up right here.
Command here, Alpha, we're on the road again. We're headed for,
We'll start sending in
we'll
units from
check
here.
out the compound up ahead, see if there's something there, otherwise
Side,
we're going to the
blue
AO.
4, faction, come on, blue 4. Yeah, Afghan police people, that's fine.
The AO is priority. I'm
Cargo,
seeing nothing on the thermals in the
land.
compound with the drone.
Weapon squad. Should
Copy
be good.
that.
Reinforcements coming in. But unfortunately with this, the main Op 4 faction is completely cut off. I wouldn't try to move hostages during this large firefight here, but I will send units around to try to deal with what we've got going at the moment. And we'll say we'll have some green 4 forces coming for the outflank. This team will have stand up. Fire at will. Let's give him a warm up. That Shilk is basically not trying to knock down any air factions or air forces, excuse me, that come in. Let's get some African militia teams to come down. Seeing plenty of opportunity here. And our global skill. Set up. I'm not sure if she'll be able to land here. She might get away. One hit on the main rotor. She might. No, she's too close to that tree. So she was able to auto-rotate out, but the engine's absolutely fucked.
Come on, ground, come on, message over.
This is command, send traffic.
Our local friendly forces deploy a Mi-8 helicopter with forces.
Roger, they did. They are suffering heavy casualties, and I'm getting a lot of confusing reports going on. Possibly another faction is making a move at this time.
Understood. We have eyes on Mi-8 helicopter to deploy a squad of men. Just need to confirm that those guys are indeed friendly local government forces.
From what I've been told, yes, they are friendly.
Good to know.
The hell is this Vic doing? It's gonna ambush them when they come up.
Advise all forces. We have friendly forces to the west of the compound coming in on foot, so check your fire that direction.
Alright, let me see what the African militia have in terms of armor. Yeah, let's do a 113 and a T-34. Let's go nuts. And then we'll say these guys are gonna have one little bit of armor here. throw in a T-72 to try to fix everything.
Так точно.
And we'll even throw in a BMP.
Готов действовать.
Bringing in heavier assets to try to retake the situation here, because just been an absolute
You're gonna get
clusterfuck.
reinserts from your rear coming in on a Land
And
Rover.
then 3 squads of infantry will have
Distribute
come
them
in.
amongst the squads as you see needed.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
And that should help secure
Bravo,
everything.
what are you boys doing currently?
Just following you, man.
Yeah, these guys are now at the edge of the AO, I would consider, from this little base. And the op basically just has a lot of shit going on. These guys are off-roading it. I don't know why they do that when we have a perfectly good road right here, but I have noticed for the St. Caplello map, which is what this op is on right now, the armor doesn't really like to focus on driving on the damn roads for whatever weird reason. So, we'll see how this all goes. Yeah, it is literally World War AI right now, but right now, the Op4 faction is trying to find a way to basically get the hostages out of here. Otherwise, we got reinforcements coming in. Got a possible unit right there that could be an issue. I'm gonna delete that, hopefully. Yeah, they don't see them. They wouldn't have seen that. So I'm just going to replace these guys, and hopefully they'll get their shit together. And now the off-road's actually making a move here. Okay, they do not like my little Vic. I love doing that. Ay, ay, ay. Basically, I just made another opening that RPG guy, since I ejected from the vehicle, they still see it as a hostile entity. And these guys are now just trying to hit my tank with 40 Mike, so they're gonna basically get slaughtered right now. Yeah, we're gonna start doing a fallback order here. Have everyone stay low.
Alpha Bravo, do you guys know who's taking over Yanda's?
But yeah, this isn't going well for the poor allied faction. It's about to get worse because we got all these forces coming down, but hopefully the Shilka will be able to do something about it. Let's start getting down some more fire support. And that probably is the BMP. Yep. Basically annihilating this Vic. Yep, there's the heavy casualties. Now let's see what the player base does. Now the UK are entering the literal hellhole. About time the player base showed up. Right now they're just trying to secure that path. And they're pretty much annihilating. Wow, that went right over.
Alpha Bravo, be advised, update on composition of forces in the base. Have eyes on a BMP and a BMD, up a DPR.
Oh, I'm out of rockets. Well, lovely, but this is... this is one hell of an AO right now.
Put the BMP, BMD, and BTR at the BTR mark on map along the road, separating the
There's the
construction
Shilka.
site from the farmyard area.
So yeah, these guys that are trying to do the ambush on this really steep cliff, they're probably gonna get screwed by that Shilka as I intended. But now these guys are coming in, more guys are coming in on this flank as well.
Farmyard area as well.
Now how is the player base going to recover from this mess? But on the bright side, I don't think the Green 4 faction is going to be able to get away with too much.
On multiple thermal contacts and marking them on the map. Possible location of hostages.
Well, yeah, everyone still has a frickin' stake in this. And they've got the command squad right here that's not really doing anything, except, I guess, commanding and managing the mortar if it's needed. But the player base can also utilize this opening as a potential choke point to come in on, since it's not really well defended. This guy's still alive too. The mech's about to come out, probably end him. No, no, he's firing at the UK guys. RPG can kill you when you fire it, yes, through backblast. I just got shot at from the flank. They're basically shooting at anyone that isn't themselves at the moment. Now it's up to them to push in.
Require us to smoke you advance because we do have mortars on standby for you.
I mean, again, I think this, all the weakening of the units just makes this easier.
On the road there where the BTR is, so they can't fire from you there.
So let's send that thing up. I'll also delete the smoking stuff, but this will clean up more of the AO. Wow, someone actually got one of the mortar, actually both of the mortar positions got hit by this group. Yeah, talk about collateral, you just blew up your friendly building so you could kill units. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna put this guy on a patrol route, see if he'll follow it.
Advise, they are friendly to the northeast of the AO. They are not going to be British, but they will be friendly local government forces. He's also
Yeah, they've been taken down though.
third party operating in the area.
The BMP just smoked the guy they were trying to go for. So Rye Fox is probably going to get the M136 on that Vic. I mean, that's an easy shot. Yeah, easy. I don't think he used the right type of ammunition, though. Yeah, that was not the right type of... I think he used, like an HE instead of an HEDP. Which is foolish. So, let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? So I'm gonna have this guy kind of push in here. the hell's going on. Hey, Gunner. Man, I'm trying to do something here. They always message me when I'm just trying to have a bit of fun with remote control. This is High Command, send traffic.
Do the local government forces have any inclination on possibly rescuing the civilians once we clear the area for them? To where they can look like good guys and we don't have to drag everyone back to base.
Roger, local forces are a bit pissed off at us right now. If I were to tell them something like that, I don't think they would buy it.
No, so that means that they will look like they did rescue. Basically, we make it them look like they
Stop
succeeded.
trying to edit the AO. Do it.
Okay.
So they lost one of their Vics. We got some infantry running around. And we've got a massive amount of QRF that's coming in. They're getting some machine gun fire down on them. But now these guys, I want them to rely on what's over here, and we're still seeing fire over there as well. That thing didn't cook off yet, but the crew still bailed. Now we have the T-72 coming around. They're popping red smoke over here to PID the enemies, because yeah, this is a... That's a pretty big mortar contact. They could easily, like, that's a good area to mortar. That can inflict significant casualties, completely neutralize the enemy QRF coming in.
Can Alpha confirm if the DPR is approved?
There should be friendly forces to the northeast. However, if they're shooting at you, you're free to engage them. Wait one, I'll get into High Commando. High Commando's ground command, Mr. Trevor.
Really? Every time I remote control today. This is High Command, send traffic.
I advise any friendly forces to the northeast, if they're still active, can they please pull back? Because we'll be taking fire from the northeast.
Solid copy. I'll give the order for all Allied forces to pull back. I mean, they're technically to their northeast. Let me get back on the gunner.
Command, we found 5 miles in the south of the complex marked on map.
Boom! Wow, that thing tanked an ATGM, Jesus. There we go. I think this is thoroughly suppressed here.
That tank is still up on the northeastern route.
Yes, she is. Thank you for pointing that out, Gabian. Here, let's do HE frag.
Bravo, be advised, command team is moving into the compound. We're approaching in 3 Land Rovers along the same route to advance with.
I think I just got hit again, but whatever they're using, it is not proper AT. It's HE ammo or something. I'm gonna use my last ATGM on that puppy. Oh! Apparently HE is more effective than AGM. We'll keep the frag rounds. Yeah, they're probably using the BAF AT rocket. It's effective, but it's not the most effective. Whiskers and RB, Northern's down. People need to be pulling into this compound. Yeah, Green 4 is definitely screwed right here. They're still trying to move in. I'm having the Blue 4 guys try to pull out as well. Alright, otherwise they've got 5 hostages in their possession. They're healing who they can. This tank is still being cheeky. There's still a lot of other ways they could take it out. We got an AT guy right there. We got the BMD. They could loot AT from other bodies, and I still see some M136s around. But yeah, I pretty much annihilated their convoy. But at the very least, they did the same thing with my frickin' QRF, so. If Green 4 is able to come down here, I might be able to take some of these hostages, but otherwise, you know, shit happens. There we go, they just got the 72. That was not masked, I thought it would be, but... Possibly, yeah, that guy right there took an RPG and destroyed it himself. Guys, I don't think the area is secure yet. You probably shouldn't be dicking around with the hostages at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why they didn't use the mortar. They're instead just coming up to be infantry. So Command's gonna take the hostages instead. Otherwise, this compound is pretty much fully secured. Are you fucking kidding? I tried to get in it to form a static gun, but it took me out.
Ground, this is assault.
Okay.
We have located 6 times hostages. I will get a double count in a second here, but we're loading the Commandos and we'll be moving them out.
6 hostages. There's only 5.
Into the Land Rovers. We'll have one of our guys take them out for you.
Weaponized Shilka. Well, your round was short, bro. I'm sorry. Let's have some fun here. Oh, come on. The gun's getting stuck on little things. I'm going to put this puppy a bit more towards the left now that BTR is cooking off. Otherwise, I'm going to let him free roam and do his own thing. Oh. Well. This is High Command. Send traffic.
We confirmed rescue of 6 times. Hostages extracted them at this time. They'll be en route back to base.
Solid copy.
I think we just had a lot of hostages die. Where did they die? A BTR was hit on the road and it exploded the building next to it, which was filled with hostages. Solid copy.
Yeah, there's some wound over here. One of them's died right here to the firefight, but... Yeah, I mean, one's still okay, but otherwise these guys need to start pushing in. We'll see how many they rescue by the end, but I am keeping tabs on how many are still alive. We got some wounded from just the fire. Wow. Okay. Let's see if I can get myself healed here. Oh, I don't have any. There's a Shilka.
Alpha Bravo. Have casualties?
There he is. He has really shitty aim, and I have really shitty aim. I mean, I'm not going to throw a grenade over there. That was a headshot. Got him.
Alpha Bravo, be advised, we are repairing a BMP. At this time, it is near where the prisoners were located.
But I got me some hostages, so I'm going to try to steal them. This'll take me a second. Hooray for bargaining chips. I'm surprised this guy made it. But I also need some damn bandages. Because if I bleed out while I do this, that's gonna suck. Medical, head first. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can get these guys out. Field dressings are apparently covering it for me. That was a large velocity wound. I'm surprised that was able to be bandaged fully, but hey. And that Shilka is demonstrating
I need AT on that thing
IDF.
right now.
That guy's firing at that one. That Shilka. Ooh, it is stalling him. Okay, that's a friendly gorilla. Alright. Yeah, the training video, I don't know why that's going viral right now, but it is, and I do appreciate all you guys' support, but I wish YouTube would stop making the shitty ones go viral. Whatever.
Alpha Bravo, do you confirm we have occupied one time
Whoa!
BMP located to the southern side of the compound?
Understood.
What the f are they doing? That was a UK guy! What are they doing? Oh my god! Murphy, what the actual fuck? Murphy and Nafs.
Anybody reading on this net?
Oh my god.
Copy, read. Bravo.
Okay. Okay.
Where is the enemy armor located?
Northeast.
Alright, at this rate, let's fall back. Everyone falls back. No one cares about these hostages. Let's just hold fire. Let's just get out of here. Clearly, nobody cares. AI. Ungarrison. Let's just get everyone the fuck out of here. We're done. That's why you don't run off on your own. See, I've given them a very generous amount of player damage. So they can survive a shit ton of damage themselves, but let's see, I was able to get one loaded in there. Otherwise, AO is pretty much secure,
Understood.
but at a massive, massive cost. Shilka, I'm having move out the rest of these guys. Set them to careless, hold fire, standing. Here we go. I want load. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Is that a friendly in the vehicle?
Come and try to talk to me now?
Possible hostages being
Let's get out
to
of
the
here.
West or the west in a vehicle, 18-wheeler. Copy.
Fission mailed. We'll get him next turn. There's that T-34 that never made it to the damn AO. Alright, so that's 2 I managed to get out of the 5. I'm still hearing some heavy caliber from other guys that have gotten out, but yeah, first 5 got out okay, the rest, eh. It was interesting to say the least. So we'll see how many they get out of the AO and do a head count, and based on the time I'll ask them if they want a second mission, but otherwise, you know, go with what we got. That tank should have left by now. Okay. It was an empty BTR that they could have just pierced with 50, so I'll forgive them for this, but what happened up here, that was a no-no. So yeah, now they're just sniping the local forces, and we'll have This is High Command and Ground Command. You copy?
Go ahead, High Command.
Roger. Is the AO secure?
Stand by. Alpha Bravo, confirm. No 1 second, any more fire?
Trying to find
Confirm.
the LZ.
Area seems clear for now. Might be sporadic resistance in the hills though, but the actual compound is clear.
Roger. The local forces are going to send in a chopper to pick up the rest of their guys. Once you have them all, radio me and then it'll take off.
Understood. Alpha Bravo, you copy that?
Understood.
Where's my nice little Mi-24?
Okay, have your guys bring the hostages to the open area next close to the gas station. Helicopter can land here.
Those
and we
pilots
can load
actually
you
may
one up.
get back, because otherwise we'll just send them in. Here. Grab those two guys for a pilot and co-pilots.
Oh, madame. Doramium.
And we'll put them up, and then we'll land them right there. Ground Command, this is High Command. Do you copy?
Go ahead, High Command.
Roger. Bird will land southeast of grid ref 084173. It'll be landing on the road.
Understood.
So, yep. We're seeing how many they're collecting right now. Some are wounded. And they're securing these other ones. So out of 20, we'll do a full head count. We got some down here. I've also got some guys over here. So we've got 4.
Alpha Bravo, confirm you have the civilians. Bring all the civilians
coming
to the
back,
mark.
so
We have marked of orange
They at least
smoke.
got 4. But I know for a fact there's at least 8 unaccounted for. I don't know if some might bleed out and die. They may or may not. Otherwise, chopper's coming in. And then I'll be deleting bodies, and if the server crashes, we'll
Alpha
just do a
Bravo, can I
restart.
get a status on what you're doing with the civilians? Are you bringing them down or not?
Bravo doesn't have any civilians.
I think they got the one from here, but otherwise that building blew up. Which is unfortunate. Ground Command, this is High Command. Chopper has just reported that they have touched down and they are awaiting your cue. Actually, let's not use AAF. I'm thinking some different faction like Islamic State. Yeah, we'll just throw them in as a different faction just to kind of check out what the heck happened. We'll just send them in like they're kind of looters just to see what's going on. We'll send a second weapons team. Because why not?
Alpha Bravo, who was driving the truck with the hostages?
That thing just did a little...
It's not Bravo.
I don't know.
What's the location of that truck?
So I've got this truck right here that they're loading. I see 6, so at least 10. They've rescued 10 so far. Half.
And you guys tell me when you're done loading the hostages into the helicopters.
Andrew, the truck with the hostages is currently on NAS position. We're loading up the last of them, and we're going to be driving
I got
over
one
to
right there.
Bravo Focus presently.
Okay, let's drive them over to the helicopter. The helicopter is basically where I am.
Here, we'll
on the
give
map,
them a spook.
Forces. It is directly
West of the gas station.
Copy, hostages are on the way.
Once they're there, load the hostages into the helicopter.
I was
Ignore those
completely
on
out
my
of
little
ammo.
PID guest. Please, really, unbind your fucking vanilla chat.
Oh my god, he was completely out of ammo. No one did anything. I was gonna throw a frickin' grenade or shoot the hostages. Ah, that's luck. That is luck. No one did anything. Oh, that was a clusterfuck on their part and my part. Jesus. Otherwise, we got some of those forces coming out. I'm not going to do, if they want to do a second mission, I don't have enough time to do that full-on base assault, so I might do some sort of night spec op. That involves information retrieval. Otherwise, they're just forming a 360 security pattern.
Commander, we loading up right now.
Sit.
So yeah, not bad. We'll have it land at base and get the rest of the hostages out. Have a quick debrief and see if they want to do something else. Otherwise, I don't know why all these guys are just kind of sitting around. Here, do I have a Ural that I could load up with enemy troops? Probably. Truck.
Жду распоряжений.
That's a gas. I was looking for a Ural.
Жду распоряжений.
Not from that group.
Жду. Жду распоряжений.
Hostages are loaded.
Understood. The vehicle up has a clear takeoff run. I wanted them to brake with their head vehicle.
They have to radio me, because they don't know if that's all of them. Could be more, could be less.
High command, this is ground command message over.
This is High Command on traffic.
Helicopter is loaded, free to take off.
Solid copy. Radioing now.
Дорамьем.
Pilot acknowledges he is getting underway.
Выдвигаюсь на позицию.
Contact with, contact with.
Can Liru end all hopes and dreams? Apparently not.
Exfiltrate out the area along the route we take.
Well, I tried. And we also have these scavengers that are starting to come in. Lee Garvin's already probably taken a force and booked it out of there.
All forces mount up and exfiltrate now. That won't be necessary.
Yeah, they're deader than dead, guys. It's okay. I appreciate you suppressing the shit out of the AO. But it's okay.
Ground the Scabian. We are all set up. We are moving out.
Understood.
Dali offshoot. Dorabiam.
Confirm, all friendlies are out the area. If not, we have to go back and fetch them.
Negative, the blue truck is glitching out.
Okay, all forces, we're gonna hold at the checkpoint and the outpost at 083155 to reconsolidate there. I repeat, 083155, marking on map.
Amada. Dali offshoot.
Send these guys in. We'll just throw units at them till they leave. Scavengers want first pick up the bodies, mate. Ay, ay, ay. Ambient animations.
Come on, this is ground command, Mr. River.
Fuck. This is High Command, send traffic.
We took fire from the hostile force re-attacking the bits we have successfully exfiltrated. We shall regroup our losses, then wait for further orders.
Shit. Hold on. Why does he have no AT? This is High Command. I acknowledge. Good luck. Come on, arsenal him. I need to give him an RPG. I want to see if I can get a last lick on one of these guys.
Andrew, do copy on 50.
Andrew's copy on 50.
What do you want us to do with the captured vehicles?
I think we should detonate them.
Agreed. We'll definitely make the compound though once we can consolidate.
Shit. No scope.
Understood. Begin shelling of the AO.
It's not letting me scope in on it. Alright, well, that at least makes them leave. But what an AO. They're gonna start shelling the AO? There we go, now bodies are starting to be deleted as well. Server's starting to clean shit up. Perfect. And you see them all nice and cleaned as we have ended this op.
Come on, this is ground command, Mr. River.
This is High Command, send traffic.
Understood. Do you want us to RTB back to base or defer the objectives for us?
Roger, that's up to you. RTB to base for now for R&R, and we'll decide if you want another op. I also want to give a debrief.
Understood. The RTB now. Forces will RTB. Have your vehicle crews from the captured armored vehicles get out so we can demo the vehicles and get back with our vehicles.
We're not gonna demo them right next to the base, are we?
Of course not. We're going to move onto the road.
Yeah, move them out into the field out to our 020. Get at least 150 meters.
Bro, I told you to land. Actually, get out would be better, and then we can see how many hostages in total were rescued out of 20. That should be good.
Are we demoing the transport vehicles too?
Who has... wait.
Mycroft, don't have to worry about that. This command team has everything sorted.
They're not gonna rationalize this.
Can you guys stop the vehicles? Everyone just stop the vehicles. Mycroft, stop the fucking vehicle.
This is High Command. Just have everyone get to where you are right now, garrison in the base. To the left of the blue truck is a teleporter pole. Let's just get you back to base since this is too hard.
Understood. Over next to the blue truck, teleporter pole. Take the teleporter patrol to get back to base.
These ops aren't
Alpha Bravo.
consistent, so I won't be
Alpha
taking
Bravo.
assets, but whatever.
Alpha Bravo, teleporter pole. Let's use it.
Unless they do something really, really stupid, and it's like a part A, part B, but otherwise it's just going to be, you know, AO to AO. So, off the bat, let's see how many they got. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Gonna have to unload.
Alpha Bravo. Great contact. Use the teleporter pole and use the teleporter pole to RTB.
This is gonna be a manual process. So that's 3. I'll just do a head count from here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they got 12 out total. They're still pulling security at least. I'm just gonna delete them. I should have copied and pasted them and put them back down. Just to piss them off, but otherwise, let's get our AI deleted here. We don't really need them anymore. Hopefully the server won't crash, but you never fucking know. Those guys are actually following the units. Did the server just crash, or are they dicking around? Alright, everyone has 30 seconds to start running to the pole, or I'm going to start lightning bolting. Like, what were you doing? You had you put an RPG. It's because the player base does not have their priorities in check. I deleted them. I deleted the damn vehicles so we wouldn't have to deal with them, because that just adds more frickin' hull to the server. So, player, teleport. Zeus.
Can I get a path?
How are you able
False.
to do that? I had my weapons in my hand.
And now we listen.
Get a
Grade
path
A
now.
bullshit. Now let me fix something here.
How are you able to do that when I had my weapon in my hand? This is not...
Do you guys want to see a second mission? I mean, we got like 2.5 hours. If they get their shit together and I make it a smaller AO, I think they will be able to do it, but I will make it difficult, to say the least. I think that should be fair.
Guys, when you're ready, move up to the wall.
By the way, Finn.
If you
Nice
are
hat.
not done
Nice
with the
hat
wall,
come over.
Oh, could I get a path?
doing things.
My arms are fucked.
Anyone else
All
need a
right.
back? Anyone else need a back?
Anyone want to take a guess how many hostages you got?
Says you're good.
It was 6 plus
16.
something.
I'm gonna guess that we did not get enough.
We got
16
7
hostages,
to
4
8.
dead.
7 to 8 is my bet.
Alright, I'm just gonna...
We got
17 must survive, so maybe we failed it.
12.
I mean, I got 7 to 8, so I'm
Let's give them a warm
Here's
the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I was gonna be lenient with the
Yeah, you're good.
with the building exploding by that BTR. Granted, I ran a guy in it, but you guys actually managed to kill him before he got in it, because that thing's made out of paper. But then one of you decided to blow it up, and it blew up the building. It killed 4 hostages outright, which would have failed you. I would have been lenient. Unfortunately, Muffle and Nafs decided to run way up north by themselves, and as I was gathering hostages together, they decided to, in the line of fire, shoot some of them. So, that's why I'm considering this a mission fail.
Good job, Naf.
But what I will say is, other things I want to mention. I don't know why you guys didn't just drive through the contacts, because that was all meant to be stalling for the big enchilada, which was we would have a massive engagement there. So instead of, you getting yourselves fortified in the AO and then the massive engagement happening based off of the timers I established, you kind of arrived to the party late, which forced the local faction to also send in forces, and it was just a big mess in there. And then each faction started bringing in more powerful assets. That's why you had the T-72 to deal with, and the BMP, because they were countering a T-34 and an M113 that the other faction brought, because the other assets that were there got taken out by the local faction before they all died. And it just turned into this much harder AO, because instead of pushing through contact from that convoy, you hunkered down. If you all look at your maps, you all hunkered down at grid ref 066151, and I was very tempted to just outright mortar you, but I just let the triggers play through. And, yeah, shit happens. So, do you guys want to do another op? We've got 2.5 hours.
Yes, please.
I'll do another one.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Alright.
Someone asked me to be command.
Something to shoot at.
Do you want to be command
I don't
again?
mind being I don't have a problem being command, but if somebody else wants to take the reign, I'm more than willing to give it to them. So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't fire at any single hostages,
Go
so I
to
don't know
IC
what
again.
you're on about.
Well, all I know is you were the 2 guys next to those hostages, and 2 hostages died, so... Or 3 hostages got killed in the line of fire there, so...
Okay, well then it was muzzle because I had no fucking firing solution at that location where the fuck the hostages were. I saw
Look
it from the
at
track,
this.